Shalom, and welcome back to Bnei Noach Academy, Thoughts on the Torah. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this insight and inspiration with friends and family. So when we look in Genesis, chapter 8, verse 16 and 17, after the Torah tells us how the entire land, the whole surface of the universe dried up and went back to normal, Noach and his family and all the animals did not yet leave the ark. Rather, here it tells us that God spoke to Noach and he said to him, "Come out of the ark, leave the ark, you and your wife, your sons and their wives, and then all the animals that are with you, you should take them out from this ark, and they should now go out and multiply and become fertile on the land." Now, in the Torah, the way the Torah is written, meaning the exact spelling of every word, was passed down by tradition. A Torah has about 300 and something thousand letters in the Torah. If you misspell one word and now you have one added letter or one missing letter, that entire Torah is not kosher, is not fit to be used as a Torah scroll. It needs to be corrected. Thus, in this word, the word that's the Hebrew word for take out, for have come out, is actually written in one way, according to the tradition. However, it's read in a slightly different manner. It's read to mean have them come out. It's written to mean take them out. Now, this is, of course, all passed down by tradition. But what does this mean? What is this telling us? What's behind this? The Torah wouldn't just have it written one way and have it read slightly in a different manner, although it's the same etymology of the word, but it has a slightly different intention as far as what is the action that should be done here. Well, the sages shed light on this, and they tell us that what Hashem was saying, what God was saying to Noach, have him come out. It's time for you to leave the ark. But those who don't want to come out, say, force them out. Make them go out. And of course, the question is, after being stuck in this small space, you know how many creatures are there? One of every single creature, at least one couple of each. This was cramped. This was claustrophobic. For an entire year. Who wouldn't want to go out? Why would you have to wait for a commandment from God to leave? Moreover, why would Noach need to be told, listen, if those who don't want to leave, you're going to force them out? The answer is, there was something very special. There was something very unique inside the walls of that ark. They got to experience utopia. They got to experience what we will all experience after the coming of Mashiach, when the world will be a perfect place. There will be no bad, no evil. You see, this helps also explain and answer the obvious question. How were you able to have in such cramped quarters vicious lions, vicious carnivores, animals that typically prey on other animals, to the domesticated animals, to all kinds of poisonous snakes, and so on and so forth. And yet, no one was killed. No one was hurt. We don't know of any fights. Actually, there weren't any fights in there. Everybody lived together harmoniously for that entire year. How's that possible? Because they were extracted from reality. And in that capsule, that was a capsule that got to experience what we will experience in the days of Mashiach. That explains why nobody really wants to leave that. Who wants to leave such a utopian feeling? Who wants to go back out into the dark, regular world? where you have to contend with all kinds of negativities, all kinds of challenges. But God says to Noach, no, the time hasn't come for that yet. That is not for now. Now, what I want from all creatures, all humans, all animals, is that everybody be out there in the quote, real/regular world, where there's good, there's bad. You got to make choices. You got to deal with issues. You got to contend with all kinds of challenges. That's the life I want you to live. And therefore, force everyone out. So when things are a little challenging, when we have some problems, when we have some issues to deal with, that's not bad. That's just part of life. And this just for us, another challenge in the obstacle course of life to overcome and to grow through. That time when we're going to kick back, so to speak, or be devoid of any material, physical challenges and distractions, and we'll be totally devoted just to the pursuit of knowledge of God and the worship of God, that's for the times of Mashiach. Right now, we have to live in this reality and balance the two.